Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a quick review video on the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit Palette. I've had this for a couple months now, so I think I've got a good idea of the pros and cons and overall some things to know about this palette. It is supposed to be limited edition. But I checked on Sephora.com last night and it is still available, so I'm not sure how much longer they're going to have it available or not, but as of last night it is still available. So if that sounds interesting to you, just stay tuned and we'll get right into it. So first off, the palette itself is actually really beautiful. It's got this beautiful white and gray kind of marble print on the front and back. You open it up, it's got a great size mirror. There's no wasted space in the palette. It's all product and it's nice and small and compact and light and feels really sturdy and feels really high end. I will say with Hourglass products, they always have really great quality products and the packaging always seems very beautiful and high end, and it seems like you're getting your money's worth out of Hourglass products. It's made in Italy and it just is really beautiful. So I initially bought this palette because I'd been really wanting to try a couple of the blushes from this line out and I didn't have any and wasn't sure I wanted to fork out. I think they're $42 a piece, the individual size blushes. So when I saw that there was two that came in this palette, I was really excited and thought that that was a great excuse to buy this palette. If you are really looking to try some Hourglass products, some of their powders and you haven't before, this would be a great palette to get, and it lets you try 4 different products in their line and see what you think about them. So the big downside to this palette is obviously the price of this. So this is $95 Canadian, which is super pricey for a palette. The problem with Hourglass products, in my opinion, is that I always expect them to be about 20% less than what they actually are. So when I saw this product online, I was like, oh, it'll probably be like, $70 or so, which is still really pricey for a palette. So when I saw that this was $95, I was like, oh my God. Like, that's so pricey. So that is the biggest downside in this palette for sure. What I do love about this palette is how many different products you get in this one tiny compact. So you get a finishing powder, a highlight, a blush, or 2 blushes actually, and a bronzer in this. So this would be great to travel with. It would also be really great to throw in your purse if you want to do touch-ups during the day. So that is really a great pro to this palette. Okay, so let's get into the actual products that you get in here. So you get 5 pans and you basically get 4 of their different products. So the first one that you get is one of the ambient lighting finishing powders. You get this in Surreal Light. This is the biggest pan that you get. You get 0.14 ounces of product. Each of the smaller ones you get 0.04 ounces of product in there. The next 2 that you get are 2 blushes here at the top. So you get Surreal Effect and Surreal Glow are the names of those blushes. The next one down here is one of the bronzers. So you get, this one is called Surreal Bronze Light. And then finally over here you get one of their strobe powders. So this is Surreal Strobe Light. So awesome different array of products in one palette. So to go through each product individually, the first one here, the ambient lighting powder, I absolutely love these. I actually have the full size in luminous light over here. I have this one here in the full size. I really love this. It just gives you this nice sheen and glow all over your face that isn't glittery. It just makes you look really beautiful and healthy. And I find that's really a hard thing for companies to do. I find that there's always just too much glitter in them and nobody wants to put glitter all over their entire face. So I love these powders. The 2 blushes are really beautiful too. This one's like a peachy kind of blush and this one obviously is kind of like a rosy pink. They're really pretty. They give a nice glow and sheen to the cheek, which is really beautiful. And the bronzer I also really like. So this is a lighter bronzer than the full size one that I have. I have Radiant Bronze Light in the full size and it's so beautiful. It's one of my favorite bronzers for sure. And then you get the strobe powders. So The strobe powders are basically like Hourglass's version of a highlighter. I remember when they came out with these, I was so excited to use them because I keep saying over and over again how well Ambient does their powders to give like this nice sheen and glow to the face and skin without looking too glittery or shimmery. So I thought they were going to do an absolutely amazing job with highlighters. So I ended up buying one of the full-size strobe powders, and I was so disappointed in it. It's so glittery, like so glittery. So I ended up returning it because I couldn't justify having spent $50-something on a highlighter that I really didn't love, especially when I have so many highlighters that I really do love. So is this the worst highlighter or worst product in the world? No, not by any means, but it's just not my favorite. I wouldn't go out and like purchase that strobe powder again individually or anything like that. So I originally tried to do swatches of this palette, and it's just not very easy to do. Like, I'll kind of show you what you can see on my arm, but this palette is made to be very natural, and a lot of the powders are very sheer but look really beautiful on the face. Anyways, it wasn't worth swatching in my opinion because I couldn't get the swatches really to show up enough. I will say I have the bronzer on today, and I have the kind of peachy blush on with a little bit of the pink. So you can see that it does show up on your face, but it's not like a pow color or anything like that. And I do have the Ambient setting powder or finishing powder all over my face too. So overall, do I recommend this palette? I actually can't say either way. Do I enjoy this palette? Yes. It's so beautiful. It's nice quality. The powders in it are really nice, but I have a hard time recommending something that is so pricey. So if you are looking to try out a bunch of Hourglass products, this is the perfect palette for you because you're going to be able to try out the finishing powders, the strobe powders, the blushes, the bronzers, all in one palette, see what you like best. But if you already have a few of the products, you know, in your collection in the full size or whatever, do you need this palette? Like, probably not. Am I glad that I have it? Yeah, because I enjoy using it, but it's, I don't know. So at the end of the day, it's kind of a mixed review, but I don't know. That's me being honest. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was a quick one. I will be back with some more reviews next week. Anyways, I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!